Hey y'all, it's me, Wanda Butler, and you are here with me, and I am wigging out. This girl about to come off. Okay. Well, today, this girl right here, I got my Afrocentric, situation going all off my shoe. Because it's African, it's Black History Month. So, I got my black hair, all black. I like her and then don't like her at the same time because, I haven't found my cute. You know what I mean? You put a wig on, you go, oh yeah. Well, this one, I haven't quite found, it. But she cute anyway. I got her from, my favorite shopping website, Temu. Yeah. And she was only a couple of dollars as well, because I'm not going to spend too much. I mean, I will spend, but just for this, no. Okay, so, yes, this is my little hair for this week. So this week we are still in Spokane, but we are going to visit my nephew's shop at the mall, at North Town Mall in Spokane, Washington, and it's called, Bummy Boss. Bummy. I have a t-shirt. He has a lot of merchandise in there. It's called Bummy Boss Cuts. Yes. And it's a beauty supply, wig store, barbershop. He is an excellent barber. So we're going to go and visit him at Northtown Mall in Spokane, Washington. All right. Here we go. Hey y'all, it's me, Wanda Butler, and I am here with my nephew. Who is that calling? I'm here with my nephew, Brandon Douglas, and he is an entrepreneur, a musician, and several other things, but I'm going to let him tell you about that. And if you're wondering what is playing in the background, that is some of his music. Yeah.
So, my stage name for the artistry is Clipper the Damn Gorilla. It's abbreviated to The Clip, THACLIP. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. It's all the same, THACLIP. And then check out my discography on theclip.com.
A lot, okay.
And if we're going to talk about TV, I've been Craig Matthews, on Christina Perez, Justice for All. I go by Dougie in the beauty industry, and most recently, people call me TC from my VH1 debut, Walk of Shame Shuttle, in which I was train wreck of the week.
All right, train wreck of the week. Yeah, that sounds like that's something my family would, yes, definitely, train wreck. But we are here in Spokane, Washington at Northtown Mall, and he has a shop in here, and it's called Bummy Boss Clips Beauty Supply. So you can come in here and you can get your beauty supplies. You can get your Bummy Boss merch. You can get product. You can get wigs. And if you come in real nice, you may be able to even get a cut, honey. Get a haircut. He is a barber extraordinaire. And you can get a massage. He has a massage table back there. And so it's just a full service salon. Yeah.
A retail shop. And then we also have, extensive things for the retail that goes on to online. So We have our Bummy Boss apparel available there, and every now and then we have our cosplay girls come out and support what we do for the cosplay theme. So we got a lot of those kind of characters here in the shop. So every state, we're trying to do something friendly for that particular state, but it seems to be universal that people like the cosplay, especially right here in Washington. So that's what we got going on out here.
Yes, and now I know I just spent a lot of time down in Florida, and those girls down there, honey, during Pride Month, they have the wigs of life. So I don't know, do you have Pride Week here, Pride Month in Spokane? It's usually in June, something like that.
Into it, but one of the merchants here does do a lot to support that movement. They make candles and different assorted items that do contribute to that organization's and movement. So I'd say that they're pretty friendly to that. Yeah. So
come on in and get a cut, and you can get 10% off if you gay. And my kids and my children. So, in the background is playing some of your music. Tell us about that. You have a song called Barbie.
Okay, yeah, Barbie Girl.
Tell us about that.
All right, so I mean, it was totally spontaneous. I was surfing the web and I came across this joint that had like some high energy on it. And since 2008, I mean, I've always been doing like high tempo songs. I've always been like into the house kind of thing before it became popular. And when I heard it, I was like, you know what, this is a whole vibe, you know? So I'm gonna hop on here and then see what it do. And I would say like a year later, they started the production for the Barbie Girl movie.
The movie,
you know what I'm saying? So like, I guess it was just the train to hop on at the right time, and now it's a conversation piece. I think it's newsworthy. What you think?
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about it. Because
it's kind of freaky though. It's kind of weird, like, you know?
That the movie would come out the next year after you did the cut.
Yeah.
So that is amazing. And then sometimes you gotta listen to what the universe is saying and jump on the bandwagon while the wagon is rolling.
Very true.
Yeah. So I like that. I like that one. And then you have one called Jonas that has a dope. I said dope. That has a dope interpretation. So,
okay. Yeah. So the Jonas joint that I got, it's just, when I say the lyrics on there, I'm the homie Elijah Banks right there. But I'm talking about two different type of people. So I'm like, if you've been down since the 10th grade, you're Jonas, like, Jonas brother.
Like Jonas
but then I say, no abbreviation to the op, like you opposition, like you don't get no nickname, so that's just kind of like my swag and my little on the song. But ultimately, it was a challenging track because I never really rapped that fast consistently. And
when I tell you this boy is spitting like he's speaking in tongues, honey, that.
I mean, I used to listen to a lot of Twister, and he's from the South, Twist from Chicago. But when I heard myself like rapping to it when it was in my head, because that's how it comes to me. Like sometimes I'll write a whole song in my head, don't write it down at all. And then there's times where I'll just, write it down on the notes, and then I just start playing with it, kind of like messing with the melody. But then when I was like on it, and it was something like, time for the night in a life, when I was like, what? I was like, what? Time for the night in a iPhone lit up, scooping up loot in the team, ain't with her, she wanna be right for shit, stop freaky, boosters, yeah, better make me kinky, done put 100 up on my pinky, you wanna work with this bitch, I can't empty. I was like, whoa, that's kind of flaming.
I'm saying he's speaking in tongue.
I was like, that's kind of special. So it was definitely a talent I didn't know that I necessarily had. I thought I was just imitating other artists, and I felt like I was kind of breathing on records through their artistry, which is kind of what happens in hip-hop. No matter what you do, you're always something like the next artist or the last artist combined with your own type of synergy, you know what I mean?
And you have worked with a lot of artists, a lot of different artists, a lot of different, stars. Tell us some of the people that you've worked with or collabed with or parted with.
Most recently, I got some material out there. I'm working on some stuff with Big Snoop right now. You know, so that's in the works. The contract's already come through. It's legit. I'm very excited about it. And then Snoop, why you stop smoking on me as soon as I put this cut out, man? Because you know what you said on the John. So people gonna look at me like I'm old news because you on that now.
I'm laughing because he thinks Snoop gonna see this.
How we gonna see it? How we gonna see it? How we gonna see it? Big homie gonna see it.
But that's great. But now I know one of the cuts you have Rick Ross on.
Yeah.
And then
Rick, Gucci Mane.
Yes.
Then we got Cameron. Oh man, we got a lot of heavy hitters. I did a joint with Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff I'm working on right now, but all them cuts is on Victory Vibes. So when you look at my discography, you'll see it all. But, you know, I was pretty excited to hop on the track with Exhibit, too, because Exhibit, you know what I'm saying, he's still a man to me. And y'all seen my dudes, you know what I'm saying, on Empire. Like, that was a different side of X, but I feel like we saw a preview of it in 8 Mile. Right? You know, people. That's the deep. Yeah. So when I seen him in there, you know, I was like, he belong in this, and we all know Pimp My Ride and all that. So sometimes
I loved that show.
Yeah,
love it. Yeah.
When you're not like riding the wave that most people expecting you to ride, they be like, oh, you fell off or whatever. But I always like knew X. He had like some special magic. And then, you know, I would say, like, in terms of working with artists, this is more like on a performance level, but I got very acquainted, you know, with Coolio before his passing in terms of just like, you know, I would go to Vegas and everybody know Coolio be in Vegas, you know, but I ran into him while he was performing, and that was like, I was like, man, I might have just been fresh out of the military when that happened. But, you know, I had a gang of girls with me. He had, like, his nephew with him. And he was performing his legendary hits, you know, Gangsta's Paradise and all that. But fast forward, maybe 4 or 5 years later, I ended up opening up for him and Sir Mix-a-Lot in Frisco. 420 Mason Street, baby. Right downtown, you know, that was a big deal. So, you know, I was told I killed it. I did a good job. And he was like, just, you know, down to earth with me, you know, because he kind of, you know, you Coolio, you even met everybody. So, yeah, I met you last week. Okay, so, you know, but we ended up crossing paths a few times before, and, you know, it was actually at Snoop's DJing event that I would run into him for the last time, and then we went up to Elvis Suite, and he was the first person I saw when I went in there, so we had, like, mutual contacts, mutual affiliates that we were associated with, but, you know, he was always present and everything. So, yeah.
Speaking of, I know we've been talking earlier.
That's in peace for the bull.
Yes. Well, I mean, we were talking about our family lineage and how we always seem to be in the presence of greatness. We always have the opportunity to rub shoulders with celebs and, you know, stars or whatever. So, I know you asked me about your okay. Oh no, that about your grandpa.
All right, I'll be asking my auntie some things.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. About my
Bishop
dad.
Nero.
Yeah, Bishop Nero. That's the granddaddy. And you ran across his video of him and his group, the Nero Specials, which included my mom and my aunt and a few others. But how did you feel when you saw that? Because he was on the Maya Angelou show in the late 60s, early 70s.
It definitely looked like a late 70s John, for sure. Maybe even early 80s, but you got to.
No, he wasn't. It wasn't late 70s. It had to be early 70s, late 60s, because he was thin still.
Okay. You know. I met my grandpa one time when we came out there. But when I first experienced the video, it wasn't too much of a shocker, believe it or not, because like you said, I was just kind of brought up to, like, even my mom used to talk about Lionel Richie and, you know, Rick James and Eddie Murphy and all that kind of stuff. Like, But I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it's not so much that the celebrity puts us on this upper echelon or pedestal. It's a spiritual understanding, and it's more of a law of attraction, maybe. I'm not too big on that, but I do feel like
I am.
I feel the reason that our lineage has always been close to that is because that's where we belong. So it's like we just dabble in that when we feel like it, but we don't feel like that's necessarily for us to be who we are destined to be. But back again, circle back to the original question, I just really felt like that was me yesterday, because here you are doing this with that, like I thought about like when I was with, Barry Gordy's kids, and I'm over here partying with them, and how a year like before that, I'm seeing them go into like Rain or some club in Vegas, and I'm like, Slizzer, I had just run into Diddy and Ricky together, and this is back when like, I ain't trying to snitch you out, mamas, but like Ciara was with them, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up meeting 50 for the first time the night before, so I was kind of shocked. And it's like at the height of the beef between them two, so like, I wanted to hand Boy the card, but I was like, this ain't a good look, you feel me? Because he like 80 deep and we 70 deep at the Hard Rock Cafe. So
that's not good look. No.
But like I said, it just made me feel like history repeats itself. Everywhere we're supposed to be, when we're supposed to be there, and that there is something special that we've been gifted with in order to project a specific message for the world. Some people, they do it through the platform of implementation. Other people do it through like maybe another form of artistry, could be contracts or what have you, but there are people who shine in their own way, but it's like with us, we like all in your face. This us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And can't help it. I mean, like, granddad, no, that's your granddad, my father. He was on television for as long as I can remember.
Okay.
Always was on television and radio, and my sister, Nina, always on radio, television, something. And then here I go. So it is definitely in our bloodline. And then also, we're talking about how many of us have dealt or put our hands into the beauty industry. So, yeah, Wigging Out with Wanda. I bet you can't guess why the name of the show is Wigging Out with Wanda. But we got Wigging Out with Wanda. Then my sister Jackie has a salon. My nephew has a salon. My baby sister has a salon in Detroit called The Lab. We're going to talk to her too. Yeah, there's several of us who are in the beauty industry.
I feel like, because, like whatever you do in this dimension, you're probably going to be doing in the next. You're probably going to be fixing wigs in heaven and doing music.
Yeah, definitely.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It gotta be.
It gotta be.
What else?
Definitely so.
I mean, you gotta be fixing some wings.
Yeah.
And, like, helping to beautify.
Yes. Well, is there anything else you want to share with us? Because we're gonna wig out. We gotta wig out.
Before we leave, I actually had a question for you. I definitely want to interview you 100% on all the questions I got for you, but we're just gonna keep it at 5%.
Okay.
My biggest question to you is the corporate structure of the world versus entertainment and entrepreneurship. How have you mastered balancing these things in your 30-plus year career? Because I've seen you dabble and do it all, and I'm just trying to like see how you balance it all. Now that I'm like just kind of getting my foot, and again, I've been doing a lot for a long time, but like now it's like official and everything moving.
Yeah.
How have you balanced that? You've been in plays, you've been in movies. You know what I'm saying? You've been behind the scenes, you writing, you getting public checks, all that. So like, how do you really balance all that?
Well, it all seems to roll out in its own time. Not a lot of overlapping except for the theater and recording. You just gotta walk it. You just gotta walk it and be focus. Know who you are so that whatever industry you're in, it doesn't change you for the worse. If it changes you, it needs to change you for the better. But that can only happen if you already know who you are in the universe. And then always remember to empower yourself. Be empowered. You have to tell yourself. You didn't walk in here and go, oh, that would be nice for somebody. You said, that's mine.
Believe it or not, I was just like sneaking and peeking here when I was visiting the folks, and then the mall manager just like, I don't know where he even came from. He just like snuck over my shoulder. He was like, you want to check it out? I didn't even see that dude after that. But I still ended up getting the space, you know? So, I just kind of like stepped to it like, well, let me see what will happen. Yeah, you just see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, the corporate versus
entrepreneurship and the entertainment, like you definitely addressed it all. You just said, you kind of, the way that you dealt with it is you took it one role at a time, and then you roll over, do something else. So it's not always like you're overwhelmed, because at times, like, especially with the social media, that's how it could hit you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, because I really do like be needing guidance on that. But my mom's, she on that. My mom's, he's either the cable man or the entrepreneur. So,
Right. Which one do you want to be? Right. Yeah. Well, the name, Bummy Boss. He's the boss.
Bummy Boss Clips.
Be the boss.
That's right. And just so y'all know, the reason behind this bummy thing, it started out with me just wanting to see girls with big. It started out in COVID-19. I realized everybody was low-key bummy, but they was bossing it up, like they was working from home, and everybody was kind of like on their own accord, and I thought that would be a great concept, and I got like a twisted humor, so I was like, everybody a bummy boss, and it started with Bummy Boss Thoughts, spread it to the retail, and then the clothing and the apparel. Now I took that shot, a little photo with 50 Cent where I'm wearing my own gear, and then it just expanded. Now it's beauty supplies, cosplay. So, believe in yourself, believe in God first, and you see where He take you.
That's right. Now, behind me,
oh man,
somebody, when we come back, is going to be wearing that. We're going to wig out in just a minute. We wig it out, y'all! I got my Sailor Moon. You can come right here to Bummy Boss Clips at North Town Mall. Get your Sailor Moon cosplay. Rap nephew? Can you rap with it?
Nah. This is Ricky part. I ain't
oh, okay. This is cute. I ain't got whiplash in a minute. Is that your part?
Nah.
Oh. Who is that?
Here I go. That's Ricky Ross right there.
Oh, that's Rick Ross. That's Big Boss.
Oh, I got a question.
What's that?
That joint that Future ended up with, can I borrow that thing? Because I'm family. I don't know how he got it. Let me get that.
Okay, I'm going to have to turn you over to my husband for that one.
My husband. I need that. That's hot. You Kendrick Lamar dropping out.
Yes. Yes, that came from the play Selma, written by Tommy Butler.
I want to see some more catalog too. I might have to take something out.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube, the whole album, so you can hear it. All right, we have wigged out, and we out. Love y'all. Loving you is all that matters to me. Just know that you are loved. Bye-bye. Oh, my neck. Hold on.